It's nice and lightweight with the feather light fibers. It's just so cute. I'm just gonna, woo, that was bright. If I told you already, but Rusty Auburn does not have any roots. Next up, I have another blonde for us. I don't know why I'm truly comparing them, but you can definitely see the difference. And now I'm looking funny. Which way is that going? Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to give you a little bit of a Raquel Welch color extravaganza on this style that I'm wearing right now called Straight to Camera. So I have Straight to Camera here in 7 colors by Raquel Welch. So before I jump into all of it, I'm going to remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. All right, now before I begin, I think last week in my video, I let you guys know that I bit the inside of my mouth and I was kind of talking funny and holding my mouth a little bit weird. It has not healed yet because it is in that spot where I keep biting on it. It's like right where my teeth go. So it is still bothering me. It still is very irritating. So if at any point I'm like talking sideways or if I say words funny, I promise I'm not sick. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm trying to help and baby this side of my mouth. Okay, anyways, let's get started. So, like I said, I have Straight to Camera in 7 colors for you guys to take a look at. Now, although you're seeing them on Straight to Camera, this will be helpful for you for any of Raquel Welch's styles that have true to life heat-friendly synthetic fibers or their feather light fibers, because these colors that I'm showing you will be or are available on all of Raquel Welch's true to life fibers and all of Raquel Welch's feather light fibers. So even though we're viewing it on Straight to Camera, it can also give you an idea of the color in general on a different style. Now, if you want to know more information about Straight to Camera, I have done a full review already. So go back, watch that. It is an adorable wig, clearly. I mean, look at this thing. It's really cute and it's actually skyrocketed to one of my favorite wigs lately. I am absolutely adoring this style and the feel of it. It's nice and lightweight with the feather light fibers. It's just so cute. But anyways, if you want to know more about it, go watch my video because I'm not really going to dive into it here in this video. This video is just about showing you the colors. So let's get started with the one that's on my head. I'm wearing the color RL29/33SS, the ever popular shaded iced pumpkin spice. So what you're going to see in this color is basically a medium coppery red with some hints of golden blonde going throughout it. And it kind of leans like strawberry copper in a way. We also have some medium warm brown roots here that smudge really nicely into the rest of the color. I'll give you a little spin. And now today the sun is being really inconsistent out my window. So I kind of have my blinds closed because at some points it's super bright, at some points it's like really dark. So I have them closed to kind of control the light, but I'm gonna open them so you can see what it's like with a little bit more light on it. So it definitely is a little bit more vibrant when you see more of the sunshine on the color. It's such a beautiful color though. This is probably one of my very favorite red colors. Now, I want to show you another similar-ish color. I feel like these colors are like cousins to each other. So I have the color here, RL30/27 Rusty Auburn. So I'll just hold them up side by side here so you can see the difference. I say they're cousins because they're both on the reddish side of the color spectrum, but I feel like Rusty Auburn is a little bit darker, a little bit more muted. It's not as vibrant as Shaded Ice Pumpkin Spice. And it does have a little bit more of a brown auburn tone to it, whereas Shaded Ice Pumpkin Spice is more on the copper strawberry side. Let me open the blinds a little more so we can see better light, more vibrancy. And now I can't remember if I told you already, but Rusty Auburn does not have any roots. Okay, let me take off Shaded Ice Pumpkin Spice And I will put on Rusty Auburn so you can see what this looks like on. So still straight to camera. So basically what you're gonna see in this color is a pale brownish red color, so kind of like an auburn, with some golden blonde highlights throughout it. So overall, it's just gonna look like a muted, little bit darker version of Shaded Ice Pumpkin Spice with no rooting. Now, I will tell you that Rusty Auburn is one of my very favorite colors when it comes to the hairline. The hairline on your lace fronts, Raquel Welch makes some really beautiful hairlines. However, in my opinion, the color of the fibers really dictate whether or not it's going to be super natural or like a little bit natural or just not natural at all. The color Rusty Auburn, I find to give one of the best hairlines because it's not so dark that you're gonna see the knotting like you would if it were a dark brunette color, but it's not so bright and light, and it doesn't have that like rainbow banded effect across the front that I talk a lot about. So I find it makes this look really natural. So Rusty Auburn is like my favorite color for a hairline that I have come across in a long time. And now since the sunshine is coming out, I'm just gonna, woo, that was bright. I'm gonna show you guys in the sun where it definitely brings out the red tones in here. Anyways, I'm loving this color. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna take off Rusty Auburn because this is gonna be a blonde color. We don't really need to compare them because they are quite different. But here I have RL 16/21 SS, which is another popular color called Shaded Sand. I will let you know that this is my own personal straight to camera. So it has been worn many a time already. It's held up really well, I will say. I haven't had to use any heat on it yet, to be honest, but it's still looking really great. And this is actually the color that I did my original review on this piece with. So Shaded Sand is a really beautiful blonde color because we have a lot of dimension in this. So what you're gonna see here is a nice light, I would say a neutral leaning cool, light blonde color mixed with some lighter brown in it as well. You can definitely see the brown poking out through it to create that dimension. Plus, I kind of see some sandy blonde tones in here too, kind of running through here, right next to this more brighter blonde. On top of all that, you're going to have a lighter brown root. So the great thing about Shaded Sand that many people love is that the root here is not so stark and dark. It's a nice light root and it blends very seamlessly into the brunette that's going throughout the style already. So it's not gonna be so in your face. So if you are looking for a rooted blonde, but you are kind of taken aback by the darker roots on some of the blondes, Shaded Sand is a really beautiful color to go with. Now let me pull my curtain to the side so we can see a bit more light on this really beautiful dimensional color. So you can definitely see the light blonde, a bit of the brunette, some of the sandy tones coming throughout, and then your subtle rooting there. Okay, next up, I have another blonde for us, and this is the color RL 19/23 Biscuit. And this is the unrooted version of the really popular color Shaded Biscuit. So I always have women being like, why do you do roots? Why are there roots on all of the blonde colors? Well, they aren't on all of the colors. And here is an option for you if you don't want the roots. So Shaded Biscuit, like I said, is a super popular color, but this is just the unrooted version. So overall, Biscuit is going to be a neutral, leaning, cool, dimensional blonde. It's gonna be a mixture of this cooler, light blonde with also some sandy blonde going through it as well. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a spin so you can see the color all the way around. And then I'll open up my windows so we can see it in all of its glory. All right, next up, I'm so happy to be showing you guys one of the gray colors in this line. This is RL 56/60 also known as silver. So you can see in comparison to Biscuit, Biscuit's going to be one of the cooler, lighter blondes. It's not the coolest, it's not the lightest, but you can definitely see how Biscuit is a blonde and silver is a gray. There's a lot of difference there. So I don't know why I'm truly comparing them, but you can definitely see the difference. So let me go ahead and put silver on. And silver is an unrooted gray, so you're not gonna have any roots in here. Okay, so I've done some reds, I've done some blondes, I've even done a gray. Don't you worry, brunettes, I got you. I have a couple brunettes to show you guys now, including RL4/6 Black Coffee. So let me go ahead and put this on. This is actually really close, maybe like a touch lighter than what my natural hair color used to be when I had hair. So this is gonna be just a really good standard brunette color. There's clearly not a lot going on here, but what this is a combination of the 4 and the 6. A 4 is gonna be a dark brown and your 6 is gonna be more of a medium brown. So you do see a little bit of dimension. It's very subtle, very slight, but we do have the two colors mixed in together to make it less flat and a little bit more realistic. So let me spin around for you. Now, of course, there is no rooting on this color, and I do find that this is a neutral, leaning slightly warm color. But let me open up my window, give you a little bit more brightness to this color. Okay, last but not least, you guys, I have RL9/24SS Shaded Iced Cafe Latte. I often get asked about this color, wondering if Shaded Iced Cafe Latte is more of a brunette color or more of a blonde color. And you know what? In my opinion, in person, I feel like it leans more brunette, just with a lot of blonde highlights on it. So we do have a cooler, I would say medium brown base here. And then we have a lot of highlighting in this lighter, cool blonde color. Plus, we're gonna have some medium brown roots. But those medium brown roots, they're very subtle because the rest of this color is that medium brown. So it definitely blends really nice into the color and just gives you that look of a bit of a grown out highlight at your root. And to make the knotting in the front a little bit less visible, they have brought that blonde, that light blonde forward here so that you just don't see the knotting quite as much right at the front. So just wanted to make sure you guys saw that so you could see the hairline. And now I'm looking funny. Which way is that going? Anyways, let me spin around for you. Now here it is with a bit more light on it. When you have it in more direct sunlight, you definitely see the color brighten up and that blonde comes through a little bit more. All right, you guys, I think that's all I have to share with you. I got all 7 colors in there, but if you have any questions about those colors or any questions about the wig or anything else really, put them in the comments below and I'd be happy to share my answer with you. Also, if there's any other colors that you are wanting to see, let me know below as well, and I will see what I can do to try and get it and make you a little video. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.